What if I told you Ozil picked his jersey number because of the area code of the city he used to live in, or that CR7 was a few weeks away from losing his trademark? These are some of the football jersey numbers that had a secret meaning, and wait till you see why Lizarazu picked the number 69 at Bayern because it's pretty interesting. No, it's not for the reason you all think about. Until then, we'll start the video by mentioning one of the most intelligent players that played the game, Mesut Ozil. After he had his contract with Arsenal terminated, he went to the Turkish Super League and signed with Fenerbahce. Even though the number 10 was available for him, he chose the odd number 67. I know this seems strange, but he had a very good reason to pick that number. Until his family emigrated to Germany, they used to live in Zonguldak, a small city from Turkey, and the area code of it was 67. He never forgot where he came from, and that's simply lovely. Another player that declared his love for his birth country is Mohamed Salah. Before he moved to Liverpool and made the number 11 his trademark, he had a loan spell at Fiorentina. When he was asked about the number he wanted to wear, he instantly took the number 74. That's because of the tragedy that happened in a game from the Egyptian Premier League. El Masri played El Ahly at the Port Said Stadium, and 74 people were killed when crowd trouble erupted after the game. After a 3-1 victory, fans of El Masri invaded the pitch and attacked El Ahly players with fireworks and stones. It was a disaster that deeply affected Egypt, and that's why Mo decided to carry that number on his back for the rest of the season. Donny van de Beek was playing with the number 6 on his back when he was at Ajax, but when he moved to Man United, he chose the number 34. The reason behind this choice is a very touching one. Back in 2017, Ajax's youngster, Nouri, collapsed on the pitch in a friendly match. He was 20 at the time and was left with permanent brain damage. Nouri played with 34, and Donny wanted to pay tribute to his friend. This decision shows that football is more than just a game. When David Beckham joined Real Madrid in 2003, he found out that his beloved number 7 jersey was already taken by the legendary Raul. David didn't want to disrespect a legend of the club, and he decided to look for a vacant number. Instead, he went for the number 23. That's because he was a big fan of Michael Jordan, who wore the same number for the Chicago Bulls. Victoria, his wife, played a big role in this decision. During discussions with Florentino Perez, Victoria really wanted her husband to wear 23 and influenced Beckham's final choice. David was not the only one that moved to Real whilst wearing the number 7 on his back. Cristiano Ronaldo was tearing the Premier League apart ever since he was transferred from Sporting. During the 6 years at the club, he created the CR7 trademark, but things changed a little bit when he transferred to Real. In 2009, the club from Madrid paid 94 million euros for his signature, and of course, Cristiano wanted to stick with his favorite number. This thing was not possible because Raul was still at the club and still wore the number 7 jersey. Can you imagine that Raul was at the club when both Beckham and Ronaldo signed? That's heritage. However, Ronaldo needed to choose a number for his presentation and went for number 9. Luckily for him, 2 weeks after stepping on Bernabeu for the first time as a Madrid player, Raul went to Schalke and he was able to continue with 7. To be fair, I'm so happy things worked out. CR7 sounds so much better than CR9. Jude Bellingham is one of the best players in the world. At both Dortmund and Birmingham, he wore number 22. But why? Because of his coaches from Birmingham. Ever since he was still a kid, they told him that he shouldn't limit himself to one role. They told him he could play at his best as a number 4 holding midfielder, number 8 box-to-box midfielder, and number 10 an attacking midfielder. He listened to them, and when he was promoted to the senior squad, he chose number 22 because 4 plus 8 plus 10 equals 22. Everything changed in the summer of 2023 because at Real he chose the number 5 jersey as he is a declared Zinedine Zidane fan. On the other hand, Bruno Guimaraes' story is different. The Premier League star played for 4 clubs in his career, but one thing remained the same, the number 39. The reason behind this is his dad. When Bruno was still a little kid, his dad used to work 12-hour shifts as a taxi driver to be able to help his son pursue his footballing career. That taxi's number was 39, and that's why he wanted to honor the sacrifices his dad made for him. Same as Guimaraes, Radamel Falcao chose his jersey number as a tribute to his father. Falcao's choice of number 3 at Rayo Vallecano was an unusual one, but it has a touching reason behind it. His late father played all of his footballing career with the number 3 on his back. His father passed his passion for football to Radamel, and he wanted to carry the memory of his father onto the pitch and honor his legacy with every touch and goal. In the summer of 2018, Rui Patricio moved to Wolves in the Premier League and was expected to wear the number 1, like almost every goalkeeper. Instead, he decided to do something that made every football fan respect him even more. Carl Ikeme spent his entire career at Wolverhampton and was already considered a club legend. Sadly, in July 2017, he was diagnosed with acute leukemia, and a year later he was forced to retire from football at 31. He wore the number 1, a number that was offered to Patricio when he transferred there. However, the Portuguese left the number 1 jersey vacant in Ikeme's honor and chose the number 11 instead. Such a nice gesture, Vicente Lizarazu became famous when he returned to Bayern Munich for the second time in his career. Because his usual number was taken, he went for the well-known number 69. However, he had a very valid reason to do that. He didn't just do it because he wanted to be funny. The Frenchman was born in 1969, stands at 169 centimeters, and weighed 69 kilos at the time he signed the contract. Well, I think that number was lucky for him, as in the same year, Bayern managed to win the internal double, the Bundesliga title, and the DFB Pokal. I'm sure there were many more players with such impressive stories. If I missed anyone, please leave a comment down below and let me know which story shocked you the most. Until next time, I wish you a wonderful day.